I'm Dr. Kat Childers, Ed Tech Leader.
And I'm Christine, the Classroom Technology Coach.
And this
is Vartek Tuesday. On this week's episode of Vartek Tuesday, we're going to be focusing on the end of the year, which means we're going to be looking at how we can save things to our resources in Schoology and how we're going to be able to use those resources as we work on them over the summer and into the next school year. So we're going to start first in our Schoology course. So I need to find the course that I want to use, that I want to save all my course materials. So I have my list of courses here, and I'm going to work in my Sandbox course. And from my Sandbox course, I need to go to Materials. And I have several materials in here. Now you have a couple of options. You can either save all of the course materials, in other words, the entire course, into your resources, or you can go individually by using the gears. So I'm going to save the entire course into my resources folder. So I'm going to go up here to Options, and it is the second option that says Save Course to Resources. So I'm going to click on that. It wants me to choose a collection. So I'm going to choose, let's see here, professional development. And then I'm not going to give it a folder because I want it to make its own folder. So what will happen is it's going to make a folder specifically under this course title, so I know what course it's from. When I click submit, it's probably going to give me a little green bar message that says the large operation is currently being executed. What this means is that if you have a lot in your course, if you've put a lot of time and effort into it and you have a lot of assignments, documents, videos, it's going to take it a little bit longer to put that course into your resources. It will send you an email when it is done being executed, but we can still go ahead and check to see where it is right now. So if I go up to Resources, here we go. And I've saved it in my professional development collection. And I did not pick a folder. I let it pick the folder for me. Down here, it named my folder. It says My Sandbox. So if I click on that, it has everything that I have created. So whether it is the test or quiz, whether it's the different things I have linked into this course, it's all going to be there. I will say if you have created an assignment with an attached document, whether that document's from OneDrive, Kami, or Google Drive, you will have to reattach that document when you go to assign that same item again. Keep that in mind. So going back to that same course, we'll take a look at how to save individual items. Going into Materials. Okay, I want to save this individual item about plant cells and cell structures. So I'm going to hit this little gear, and I'm going to click Save to Resources. I'm just going to put this in my home collection because I'm not sure where I want it to land yet, and I can move it again later. So I'm going to save a copy. And now if I go to my resources, in my home collection, there's my plant cells. Now that I have my resources saved into my resources folder, I want to be able to work on them and edit them outside of the school year. So like during the summer, but I won't have a course to be able to edit them in. So if you've already created a Sandbox course, you will have a course to be able to play with because that Sandbox course is not going to be archived. It's not going to go away. So I'm going to add my folder, my course materials, into my Sandbox. To do that, I'm going to go all the way over here to the right where this little gear is. I'm going to click on the gear, and the second option on here says Add to Course. So I'm going to click on that. And I have lots of Sandbox courses on here, but only one Sandbox course I really want to add this to, and that is this one right here. I can either choose a folder to put it in, or if I choose no folder, it's going to create a folder for all these materials, so that way I can move them around and put them where I want. I'm going to click Add. and it's going to take a little bit of time, especially if the course that you save to your resources is full of a lot of materials. It will take time for all of those materials to be placed into that Sandbox course. So have some patience with it. Once it's done, we can go check out our course. So I put in my Sandbox course. Check out my materials. And all the way at the bottom is that course materials that I have. Now everything is in the folder. There it is. And so now I can pull this folder apart, I can move things around, I can edit assignments, and I can change things. So that way I have a course pre-built and pre-laid out for the next time I go to use this when the next school year begins. If you don't remember how to build a Sandbox course, we're going to go up to Courses, click on My Courses, where it's going to give you a list of all your courses. And over here, this blue button has you create a course. You don't need to fill out everything on this. You probably should choose your school, give your course a name and a section name. I always just leave mine as section 1 or 2. You do have to choose a subject area and a level, but the really important part is that when you scroll down, you want to make sure you click on Sandbox, because the Sandbox does not go away until 2029, whereas the rest of these options for like quarter 4, for the school year itself, this one ends May 25th, 2021, which means it's going to be archived. So once you have that, click Create, and it's going to take you to your Sandbox course so you can start editing and importing your resources. So I did mention archived courses. When we talk about a course being archived, that doesn't mean the course gets deleted. It just means it goes somewhere else that we have to take an extra step to get to. Archived courses stay within the Schoology system so you can access resources and past materials so you can save them. Do not rely on just archived resources instead of saving things to your resource folder, because as time goes on, you're going to see there's a lot more courses in that archived course folder as Schoology gets used more. So to get to them, we're going to go to My Courses. And over here on the left, we have a couple options. We have the list of our current courses, the courses that we have available to us. And if we hit Archived, we have the list of our archived courses. Teachers and students are going to be able to have access to their archived courses. So teachers can pull resources and materials. Students will be able to download assignments they have previously turned in. And that's really good for students, especially who are trying to build portfolios for, say, colleges or outside workforce.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Dr. Kat Childers.
And I'm Christine Jesse.
And this was Vartek Tuesday.